Hi everyone, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything having to do with psychology, manifesting, and the law of attraction. Like many people out there, you may have tried affirmations here or there with some kind of success, but it probably wasn't consistent. Or maybe you do affirmations daily, but you're still not getting any results. So in today's video, I'm gonna explain to you guys my 3 key system for how to use affirmations to get what you want. You'll be amazed, it's super simple, and make sure you stick around to the very end because at the end is the 3rd key. And the 3rd key is really important if you're serious about getting your manifestations. So you might be wondering, do affirmations actually get results? And the answer, guys, is 1,000 times yes. I have personally used affirmations along with other techniques to completely reprogram my subconscious mind and do a complete 180 on pretty much everything in my own life. I personally generated tens of thousands of dollars through affirmations alone. And if you want to know how I did that, leave a comment down below now and let me know, and I'll let you guys know about it in another video. This is the 2nd video in a 3-part series all about affirmations. So if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the 1st video. I'll put the link up in the description above and below. All right, guys, let's get started. Why are affirmations so unbelievably effective? Well, it really comes down to our psychology. We have literally thousands of thoughts in a day. Some people say 6,000, some people say 80,000. Regardless, it's thousands of thoughts. And most of these thoughts, you have no awareness over them whatsoever. I mean, have you ever noticed that any thought that just pops into your head from seemingly out of nowhere, you'll just accept as the truth without any question? So maybe you've had thoughts like, I'm not good at this, or I look terrible, or this person hasn't texted me in X amount of days, so that means that they must not like me. And of course, the possibilities are endless. So what happens is that all of these thoughts that we have just get accepted as fact. And where are these thoughts actually coming from? They are coming from your subconscious beliefs. So it should be pretty clear to you guys by now that we need to change the subconscious beliefs. And lucky for us, that's what affirmations do. Now, let's say you want to manifest an amazing, loving, exciting relationship, and you use Neville Goddard's visualization technique before bed and impress that onto the subconscious mind. That's great. I love that technique. It works great. But then there are the other 16 hours of the day that you're walking around having thousands of thoughts, and the great majority are not about that loving relationship. They're about doubt, they're about fear, anxiety, uncertainty, and uncertainty towards your manifestation. So if this is you, then affirmations will definitely make a massive difference in your manifestations. And you see, we don't get what we want in life. We actually get what we are. And what we are at the deepest sense is what we think about. And what you think about most is coming from, that's right, the subconscious mind. Our daily life is 95% subconscious mind, and the conscious mind is only responsible for about 5%. So affirmations will help you reprogram that part of your mind that is telling you that your manifestation is not possible. Now, knowing the right affirmations to say is not enough. We covered that in video 1. You need to also say them in a way that is going to impress on your subconscious mind. So without further ado, here is my 3 key system for having your affirmations impress on the subconscious mind. Key number 1, when you say your affirmations actually does matter. Okay, and I'm talking about what time of day you say your affirmations. I'll be honest with you guys, there was a time when I was listening to affirmations on nonstop repeat multiple times a day, even hours a day. It really depended on how difficult it was for me to accept that concept. But even so, there are 2 times a day that are more important for impression than any other time. Okay? And that's when you're just waking up in the morning, and that's when you're just about to fall asleep before bed. Why is the time in which we say our affirmations so important? Well, throughout 24 hours, our brain goes in and out of different brainwave states. Okay? The state in which we are the most likely to impress our affirmations on the subconscious mind is when our brain is in what we would call the theta wave state. It is literally when our brains are slowing down the brain waves from the normal speed that we have usually throughout the day. So this is why Neville Goddard recommends doing visualization during a state akin to sleep, which is the theta brainwave state or below. You're much more impressionable at this state than any other state throughout the day. Now, you can get into theta wave state in 2 ways. You can get into theta wave state by meditating. That usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get into that state. Or we can actually take advantage of our naturally occurring theta wave state, which happens 2 times a day, morning and night. So really, it just makes sense to take advantage of those times 2 times a day where we're naturally in that theta wave state. Key number 2, practice makes perfect. Okay, or repetition makes perfect. The subconscious mind learns through repetition. So repetition is a key factor in having new ideas and beliefs and assumptions impress on the subconscious mind. That's right, if you do something enough times, whether you like that thing or not, your subconscious mind is going to impress that pattern to save you time in your life. Because if the subconscious sees something over and over again enough times, it will start to think that that thing is important. So anything you do again and again will be seen as important by the subconscious, and pathways will be built to store that into the subconscious as a belief, assumption, or a pattern. So just keep that in mind, guys. Repetition is important, and it is a great way to be able to impress on the subconscious mind. Now, key number 3, guys, as I said, this is the most important key. That is that feeling is the secret. There's a reason why Neville Goddard has a book called Feeling is the Secret. It's because it's the secret. Our emotions, our feelings are really like the driving force behind our manifestations. That's because emotions help us to impress memories and ideas onto the subconscious. The stronger an emotion is, whether positive or negative, low vibration or high vibration, it really doesn't matter. The strength of the emotion causes an impression on the subconscious mind. Usually it shocks people that low vibrations impress on the subconscious mind, but they do. And let me give you guys an example that everyone can understand. If you've ever had a situation in which you ate something that was not good and you ended up having food poisoning or something like that, you'll notice that it didn't take 100 times for you to understand that you should not eat that food. One time, one very emotionally salient event was enough for that to impress on the subconscious, where you don't want to see that food, you don't want to smell that food, you don't want to go near that food. So what really matters is the strength of the experience, the strength of the emotion that's attached to that idea or that belief or that assumption or that pattern. That is what's going to help it impress faster. Why is it so key that negative and positive emotions both impress on the subconscious? Because if you want to impress things faster on the subconscious mind, you need to bring elements of emotion to your visualization or your affirmations. You need to feel it real. That's why Neville Goddard says you can actually imagine something even one time and know that it's done. Now that's true, but you would need enough emotional saliency to have it impress the first time. So if you're having difficulty having things impress on the first time, you can use repetition, or you can try injecting more emotionality into your affirmation. Now don't get me wrong, guys, you can absolutely impress without emotion at all. You can repeat things enough times and they will impress, whether you believe in the affirmations or not, whether you put emotions behind them or not. But if you're looking for faster results, if you want to see your manifestations come to fruition faster, use emotion to impress on the subconscious mind. Pretty cool, right? All right, guys, if you learned something new here or just like this perspective, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And most importantly, guys, share this video on Instagram or Facebook. And while we're talking about IG, if you aren't already connected with me on Instagram, follow me there for more manifesting goodies. And I will see you guys in the next video.